Hello dear students, myself Rajnish Suhagia from the Chemistry Department of Shri T.P. Bhatia College. Today we'll continue with the chapter that is the halogen derivative. Hello students, today we're going to start with the methods of preparation of alkyl halides. Now there are different methods for the preparation of alkyl halide, out of which we'll start with the first method of preparation, that is from alcohol. Now in this method of preparation, the hydroxyl group which is present in the alcohol is replaced by the halogen atom. Now for the replacement of a hydroxyl group of alcohol by the halogen atom, we are using the different reagent. So what are those reagent? So first reagent is a hydrogen halides. The formula of hydrogen halide is a HX, and the example of hydrogen halides are hydrogen fluoride, hydrogen chloride, hydrogen bromide and hydrogen iodide. Second reagent is a phosphorus halides. Now this phosphorus halides are of two different types. One is known as a phosphorus trihalide and it is represented by formula PX3, and second is phosphorus pentahalide and it is represented by formula PX5. Third reagent is used, that is a thionyl chloride, and the formula of thionyl chloride is a SOCl2. Now students, you can see the general reaction. Now in this general reaction, ROH that represents the alcohol and HX that represents the hydrogen halides. So when we are reacting alcohol with the hydrogen halide, you will get the product that is alkyl halide with the elimination of water molecules. Now by using the above general reaction, we are preparing alkyl chloride. Now for the preparation of alkyl chloride, we will require the alcohol and hydrogen chloride. So the reaction between alcohol and hydrogen chloride in the presence of ZnCl2 will get the product that is alkyl chloride with the water molecules. Here the role of ZnCl2 is a catalyst. Now by using above general reaction, we'll solve some of the example. First example which we are taking is a ethyl alcohol. The IUPAC name of ethyl alcohol is ethanol and it is an example of primary alcohol. Now when this ethanol reacts with the hydrogen chloride in the presence of ZnCl2, you will get the product that is the chloroethane with the water molecules. In the same way, we are taking the next example, that is a isopropyl alcohol, and the IUPAC name of isopropyl alcohol is propane 2-ol. This propane 2-ol on reaction with HCl in the presence of anhydrous ZnCl2 will get the product that is 2-chloropropane with the elimination of water molecule. In the same way, we can also react a tertiary butyl alcohol with the HCl, but tertiary butyl alcohol do not require any catalyst. It directly reacts with the HCl and will get the product that is tertiary butyl chloride. Now in this method of preparation, the two important questions will be there. First is, what is mean by Lucas reagent? Now Lucas reagent is nothing but the mixture of concentrated HCl and ZnCl2. So that is the Lucas reagent. And second important question about the reactivity of alcohol. So if we compare the reactivity of primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol, in that case the reactivity of tertiary alcohol will be higher than that of secondary and that will be higher than that of primary. So that's why tertiary alcohol do not require any catalyst for the reaction with the HCl. Preparation of alkyl bromide. Now for the preparation of alkyl bromide, we are taking alcohol and hydrogen bromide. So the reaction between alcohol and hydrogen bromide will give you a alkyl bromide with the elimination of water molecules. Now in this reaction, you can see on the arrow there is some reagents are written, that is NaBr and H2SO4. Now this NaBr and H2SO4 is not the catalyst, but these are the reagent which is used to prepare the hydrogen bromide. Now in the above reaction we cannot use HBr directly because HBr is an unstable compound. So we are preparing HBr during the course of reaction, and that type of preparation is known as a in situ preparation. Now in the similar way we can take the example of ethanol with the hydrogen bromide. They react with each other and will get ethyl bromide. Next example is propane to all, that on reaction with HBr will get 2-bromopropane and water molecule. Preparation of alkyl iodide. For the preparation of alkyl iodide, we are taking alcohol and hydrogen iodide. So, alcohol on reaction with hydrogen iodide gives the product alkyl iodide with the elimination of water molecule. In this case also, hydrogen iodide is an unstable compound, hence it is prepared in situ, that is during the reaction. So for the preparation of hydrogen iodide, we require potassium iodide, that is Ki, and a phosphoric acid, that is H3PO4. Let us take the example of ethanol. So when ethanol reacts with the hydrogen iodide, gives the product ethyl iodide with the elimination of water molecule. Next method of preparation is by using a phosphorus halides. Now we have already discussed that phosphorus halides are of two different types. One is known as a phosphorus trihalide and second one is known as a phosphorus pentahalides. Phosphorus trihalide includes phosphorus trichloride, phosphorus tribromide and phosphorus triiodide. Out of this, phosphorus trichloride is a stable compound, whereas phosphorus tribromide and triiodides are unstable. Phosphorus pentahalide includes only phosphorus pentachloride. Now we'll see the reaction with phosphorus trihalides. Now you can see in the general reaction, we are taking 3 molecules of alcohol, which on reaction with phosphorus trihalides will get 3 molecules of alkyl halide with the formation of phosphorus acid. Now we'll solve some of the example. Let us take the first example, that is ethyl alcohol. So when ethyl alcohol reacts with the phosphorus trichloride, it will give you a 3 molecules of ethyl chloride with the formation of phosphorus acid. In the similar way, when we are reacting 3 molecules of ethyl alcohol with PbR3, we'll get 3 molecules of ethyl bromide with the formation of phosphorus acid, that is H3PO3. But now in this case, you can observe we have written a phosphorus plus bromine above the arrow. This is nothing but the reagent which is used for the preparation of phosphorus tribromide. As we have already discussed that phosphorus tribromide is an unstable compound, so we are preparing in situ. Next example is the reaction of isopropyl alcohol with phosphorus triiodide. So we'll get 3 molecules of isopropyl halide with the formation of phosphorus acid, and in this case also phosphorus triiodide is an unstable compound, so we are preparing that phosphorus triiodide with the help of phosphorus plus iodine. A reaction with phosphorus pentachloride. Now observe the general reaction. Now in the general reaction, we are reacting alcohol with phosphorus pentachloride. On providing heat, we will get the product, that is alkyl chloride with the formation of hydrochloric acid and phosphorus oxychloride. Now we'll solve some of the example. Now let us take first, that is ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol on reaction with PCl5 by providing the heat will get the product, that is ethyl chloride, hydrochloric acid and phosphorus oxychloride. In the similar way, when we are reacting isopropyl alcohol with the phosphorus pentachloride, we'll get the product, that is isopropyl chloride with the formation of HCl and PoCl3. Reaction with thionyl chloride. The formula of thionyl chloride is SOCl2. Now look at the general reaction. In this reaction, we are reacting alcohol with the thionyl chloride in the presence of pyridine under the reflux condition. So the product obtained is alkyl chloride, hydrogen chloride gas and sulfur dioxide gas. Let us take the first example, ethanol. So ethanol on reaction with thionyl chloride in the presence of pyridine under the reflux condition produces ethyl chloride, hydrogen chloride gas and sulfur dioxide gas. In the same way, isopropyl alcohol reacts with the thionyl chloride in the presence of pyridine under the reflux condition produces isopropyl chloride, hydrogen chloride gas and sulfur dioxide gas. Now, important question based on this method is, which is the best method for the preparation of alkyl chloride? So, the answer is by using thionyl chloride. The reason behind that is, in this methods of preparation, the side product which is obtained is in the gaseous state. So, no extra efforts are needed to remove the side product. Hence, it is the best method for preparation of alkyl chloride. Second method of preparation of alkyl halide is by addition of hydrogen halide to alkene. We are having two different types of alkene. First one is known as a symmetrical alkene and second is known as a unsymmetrical alkene. So let us begin with the first, that is with the symmetrical alkene. Now ethene is a most familiar example of symmetrical alkene. So when we are reacting ethene with the hydrogen chloride, then addition reaction takes place across the double bond, and during this addition reaction hydrogen atom will be attached to one of the unsaturated carbon and chlorine atom will be attached to another unsaturated carbon, which results into a formation of alkyl chloride, that is nothing but ethyl chloride. In the similar way, we can also react ethene with the hydrogen bromide. So again addition reaction takes place across the double bond and we'll get the product, that is ethyl bromide. Another important example of symmetrical alkene is butene. This butene on reaction with hydrogen iodide, addition reaction takes place and will get the product, that is a 2-iodobutane. Second is an unsymmetrical alkene. When we are reacting an unsymmetrical alkene with the hydrogen halide, we are getting two different types of product. Out of this two product, one product is in the larger quantity and second is in the smaller quantity. The product obtained in the larger quantity is known as a major product, and one which is obtained in a smaller quantity, that is known as a minor product. Now let us take the example of propene. So when we are reacting the propene with the hydrogen bromide, we'll get the two different types of product. First one, that is known as a isopropyl bromide, and second one is known as a N-propyl bromide. So out of this two product, isopropyl bromide will be the major product and N-propyl bromide will be the minor product. Another example of unsymmetrical alkene is isobutylene. So when isobutylene reacts with the hydrogen bromide, we'll get two product. One is a tertiary butyl bromide and second one is a isobutyl bromide. Again, out of this two product, a tertiary butyl bromide will be the major product and isobutyl bromide will be the minor product. Now here one question arises, that is how to decide which product is a major product and which one is a minor one. So we are using the Markovnikov rule that you have already studied in the 11th standard. Now let's see what the Markovnikov rule says. When an unsymmetrical reagent is added to an unsymmetrical alkene, then the negative part of the reagent goes to that carbon which carries the lesser number of hydrogen atom. Now we'll understand the Markovnikov rule by considering the first example, that is of propane. Now in that reaction, hydrogen bromide is an unsymmetrical reagent, and in that case bromine is a negative part of the reagent. So according to the Markovnikov rule, Br minus will be attached to the carbon which carries the lesser number of hydrogen atom. So in case of propane, the middle carbon which carries only one hydrogen, so Br minus will be attached to a middle carbon, and that will give you the product, that is isopropyl bromide, and second product will be the N-propyl bromide. So out of that two, isopropyl bromide will be the major product as per Markovnikov rule. Next is a peroxide effect, that is also known as a anti-Markovnikov rules. So anti-Markovnikov rule says that whenever we are reacting any unsymmetrical alkene with the hydrogen bromide in the presence of peroxide, then the addition of hydrogen bromide takes place opposite to that of a Markovnikov rules. Here one example is given, that is of propane. So when we are reacting the propane with the hydrogen bromide in the presence of peroxide, then the N-propyl bromide will be the major product. Here one important note is HBr follows the anti-Markovnikov rule, whereas hydrogen chloride and hydrogen iodide always follows the Markovnikov rules. Third method of preparation, that is by halogenation of alkane. In this methods of preparation, we are replacing the hydrogen atom of alkane by the halogen atom. First one is the chlorination. In the chlorination reaction, when alkane reacts with the chlorine in the presence of sunlight, then there is a replacement of hydrogen by chlorine atom will give you the product, that is alkyl chloride. Let us take the first example, that is ethane. So when we are reacting the ethane with the chlorine in the presence of sunlight, we'll get the product, that is ethyl chloride. Second is the bromination reaction. It is similar to that of chlorination. So when we are reacting methane with the bromine in the presence of anhydrous AlBr3, that results into a formation of methyl bromide. Now one limitation of this method is we can't prepare a monohalogen derivative of alkane by using this method. The reason behind is that this reaction follows the free radical mechanism, and the reaction will stop only after replacement of all the hydrogen atom by the halogen atom. You can see in the reaction, when methane reacts with the chlorine, first it will form methyl chloride, which on further reaction with the chlorine forms dichloromethane, which on further reaction gives trichloromethane, and finally it will form a tetrachloromethane. Iodination of alkane. Observe the general reaction. In this reaction, when alkane is treated with iodine, it produces the product, that is alkyl iodide, along with the formation of hydrogen iodide. Let us take the example of ethane. So when ethane reacts with the iodine, it produces the product ethyl iodide with the formation of hydrogen iodide as a side product. Now student, you can see this reaction is reversible in nature. Now the reason for the reversible nature of reaction is the formation of hydrogen iodide. Now this hydrogen iodide is a strong reducing agent that reduces the alkyl iodide back to the alkane and iodine. So in order to prevent the reversible reaction, it should be carried out in the presence of some strong oxidizing agent like HgO, that is mercurous oxide, HiO3, that is iodic acid, and HNO3, that is nitric acid. So when reaction is carried out in the presence of such strong oxidizing agent, then the reaction in the reversible direction is prevented and will get the product alkyl iodide. Fourth and the last method of preparation is by halogen exchange reaction. the name of reaction itself suggests there is a exchange of halogen takes place during the reaction. Now, this halogen exchange reaction includes a two-name reaction. First one is known as a Finckenstein's reaction. Now, in the Finckenstein's reaction, whenever we are reacting any alkyl chloride or alkyl bromide with the sodium iodide in the presence of dry acetone, then there is an exchange of halogen takes place between alkyl halide and sodium iodide. It results into a formation of alkyl iodide with the side product. Now let us take one example. We are taking a methyl chloride which on reaction with a sodium iodide in the presence of dry acetone, there will be the exchange of halogen between methyl chloride and sodium iodide. It results into a formation of product that is a methyl iodide and sodium chloride. Another name reaction under the heading of halogen exchange is a Schwarz reaction. Now in the Schwarz reaction, whenever we are reacting any alkyl chloride or alkyl bromide with the silver fluoride, then there is exchange of halogen takes place between alkyl halide and silver fluoride. It results into a formation of alkyl fluoride with the side product. Now this Schwarz reaction is basically used for the preparation of alkyl fluoride. So students, the link of your first video of classification of halogen derivative available in the video description, and your chemistry assignment will be based on the classification of halogen derivative as well as the preparation of alkyl halides.